Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Japan. I'm here today at Hiroshima. Hiroshima is a city in the southwestern part of Japan. It's mainly famous for the atomic bombings that happened over here in the Second World War. However, after that, the city has bounced back, and as you can see, there's no traces at all of those events. So I'm here on the Miyajima ferry heading out to Miyajima Island, which is famous for its floating Torii Gate. So to reach the Miyajima Island from Hiroshima, you need to take a train from Hiroshima Station. It's the Sanyo line to Miyajimaguchi. Get down at Miyajimaguchi Station. You walk for about 5 minutes to the ferry terminal, and you hop onto this ferry that takes you to the island. The cost for the ferry one way is 300 yen. You can pay it through your IC card. So finally reached Miyajima Island. So this island is famous for its deers that walk around the roads of this island. It's also famous for its Torii Gate, which we are going to see right now. So this Torii Gate is part of a famous Itsukusima shrine, which is a Shinto shrine here on the island. The current shrine has been built in 1875, and it's famous for its floating Torii Gate. This Torii Gate is a tourist attraction over here on the island. You can see a lot of tourists here coming just to get a photo of the Torii Gate. It's not always that you see the Torii Gate floating over here. Due to tide, sometimes you might not see it float. have a white horse sculpted here in a vermilion stable. It serves as a symbolic message. White horses hold immense spiritual significance in Japan and are often associated with good fortune, warding off misfortune, and pure intentions. This white horse is just here at the entrance of the shrine. This is something famous over here on the island. The soft serve. The island over here is comparatively serene compared to the hustle and bustle of Tokyo, Kyoto, or Osaka. So Miyajima Island is famous for its oysters. So you have a lot of restaurants serving oysters over here. And the deers, of course. They are all through the island. They are said to be wild. There are boards over here which say that they are wild and be careful of them. Because if you're sitting over here, they might just sneak up to you and just take something from your bag. This one sleeping. Look at his antlers. Yeah, the island has a lot of small houses over here which are converted to shops. Japan heavily relies on IC cards, which are just tap and pay cards which you can use at train stations to pay for your trains. You can use it for this ferry over here. You can use it at vending machines too. So if you land in Tokyo, you have an option to use a Suica card, a Pasmo card, or Icoca card. Since I landed in Osaka, Suica is not available at Osaka airport, so I picked up an Icoca card. This card you can pick it up from the train station at Osaka airport and you can top it up there. And then if you have Apple Pay, you can load it onto your phone, and wherever you are at the train station, you can just tap your phone to enter the station and pay for your ticket. You can load this card with Apple Pay again, or you can load it at train stations. And it's really helpful as you do not need to carry cash once you have the card. I'm heading now to the Hiroshima Bomb Memorial. It's also called as the Hiroshima War Memorial right now. Sorry story which happened during World War II when Hiroshima was part of an atomic bomb that the US dropped over here. So we have here the Hypocenter. The atomic bomb exploded approximately 600 meters above this exact spot. This is the atomic dome building. It's also called as the Genbaku Dome. This is one of the only structures that is preserved, that survived the atomic bombing during the Second World War. The building was originally constructed in April 1915 as a product exhibition hall. The epicenter of the blast was approximately 150 meters horizontally and 600 meters vertically from the dome. Because the explosion was almost directly overhead, the building managed to keep its shape. Its vertical columns resisted the blast's nearly vertical downward force, while parts of the concrete and brick outer walls remained intact. This building was a matter of debate as to whether it should be preserved or it should have been stripped down completely due to its memory of the bombing. However, the Japan government preserved this building and it is a World Heritage Site at the present time. You can see the rubble of the building over here. The building serves as a reminder of devastation of nuclear warfare. The fact that close to 80 years ago, a bomb could just leave this building standing and wiped out everything around it. And now, say 80 years later, when science has developed so much, just looking at this building, it does dawn that what a bomb of this magnitude can do. And that's why no country, I feel, should be allowed to use such type of bombs in no matter what a war is, but you cannot use something like this that destroys people, destroys humanity. So why Hiroshima was chosen as a target for the bomb? So at the time of the bombing, Hiroshima was a significant city in terms of industrial and military significance, with a lot of military units stationed nearby. Hiroshima was the headquarters for the Second General Army, which commanded the defense of all of southern Japan. Hiroshima was also a supply and logistics base, and it was a key communication center and key point for shipping for all of Japan. The IOE bridge over here, it's famously called as the T bridge, was the main point for the bomb to be dropped. But due to the crosswinds, it missed its aiming point and it detonated approximately 240 meters over her hospital, somewhere there. And it left only the atomic dome building standing. This was how the building looked prior to it being bombed. As I mentioned before, the atomic bomb exploded 160 meters southeast of the building at a height of 600 meters above and instantly killed everyone inside the building. In 1996, the structure was added to the UNESCO World Heritage List as a reminder of the horrors of the atomic bomb and as a symbol of world peace. Children's Peace Monument is to commemorate Sadako Sasaki and the thousands of children victims of the bombing. Sadako Sasaki is commemorated on top of this monument as she succumbed to leukemia after the bombing. The inscription here reads, "This is our cry, this is our prayer for building peace in the world." The flame was lit on August 1st, 1964 and continues to burn since until there are no nuclear weapons present in the world. Made my way to the last stop over here in Hiroshima. That's the Hiroshima Castle. The Hiroshima Castle was the residence of the feudal lord in ancient times, and he built his castle over here. The complex does house the replica castle, which was built here after the atomic bombing. It also houses many other structures of the Imperial Army over here. This is the foundation stones of the Hiroshima Imperial Military Headquarters. So by the time the Sino-Japanese War broke out in 1894, the extension of the Sanyo Railway to Hiroshima and construction of the Ujina port made Hiroshima an ideal location for the Japanese Imperial Military Headquarters. The headquarters was established here within the Hiroshima Castle grounds. The entire headquarters was destroyed in the atomic bombing, and the foundation stones are the only thing that remains of the headquarters. This is the area where the original castle stood prior to the bombing. These are the foundation stones of the original castle, which is still on site. The original castle was completed sometime between 1592 and 1599. This over here is the replica castle, which was constructed in 1958 after the events of the atomic bomb. Entry to the castle is closed now due to structural integrities. So, with this, it does bring an end to the Hiroshima vlog. I hope you did like the vlog, found it informative, found it interesting. I try to cover most of the places here in Hiroshima, the important ones. Do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment what did you like of Hiroshima, and do stay tuned as I continue to explore Japan.